Hello, my name is Lewis Moon, and in this video we're going to talk about ADHD in children. We have integrated ADHD and ADD markers into our online hair mineral analysis app at www.hairanalysis.report. If you have a child with ADHD or ADD, we highly recommend you start them on a mineral balancing program and get some targeted reports from our application. In this day and age, 1 in 5 children are diagnosed with a learning or behaviour disorder, making it a tough ride for both them and their parents. And guess what? These issues don't go away when childhood waves goodbye. As the child grows, these challenges just change their names, morphing into things like social anxiety or delinquency. Doctors often administer medication, therapy or special education, but they're more like band-aids. They don't really dig into the root of the issue. When it comes to ADD and ADHD, we've seen that they're not just one-off disorders. They're more like alarm bells ringing, signalling a bunch of possible underlying causes. These causes can come from both outside and inside. The outside world brings in factors like what's going on in the family, the vibes at home, and the scene at school. On the other hand, there are internal factors at play too, like how our bodies are structured, the chemical reactions inside, or some inborn conditions. And one big player in this common problem is nutrition. And unfortunately, doctors from medical and psychological fields often overlook how much a balanced diet can impact our well-being. Instead of playing whack-a-mole with symptoms, we can dig deeper, unravelling the underlying causes and tackling them head-on. People need to shift perspectives, dive into understanding what's really going on, and find ways to harmonise the rhythm of growing up, making it smoother, more healthier, and a more upbeat journey for children and their families. Causes for ADHD and ADD. Many children with ADD or ADHD often show deficiencies in essential minerals like calcium, magnesium, and zinc. Addressing these deficiencies through supplementation can sometimes significantly ease hyperactive behaviours. For instance, some parents have shared that their child's behaviour improved drastically within a month of mineral supplementation, making them calmer and more manageable. Calcium and magnesium are known to help relax and calm the nervous system. A lack of magnesium in particular is often linked to increased irritability and belligerence. Moreover, many children with ADHD struggle with sleep, which further exacerbates their symptoms. These minerals also act as buffers against stress, helping individuals handle social interactions and maintain better focus. The consumption of high-salt fast foods like chips and fries can worsen magnesium deficiency, making nutrition an important factor to consider. Zinc, on the other hand, acts as a mood stabiliser. Insufficient zinc levels allow harmful metals like copper and cadmium to accumulate in the body, affecting brain function. Unfortunately, zinc deficiency is common due to poor dietary habits, and some experts believe that most Americans have borderline zinc deficiency. Other trace elements like manganese and chromium are crucial too, as they impact glucose tolerance, which in turn affects behaviour. Lithium, although typically used to manage bipolar disorder, has also been noted to help some people with ADD and ADHD, especially when their lithium levels are found to be low. Iron deficiency is another concern linked to ADD. A particular study found that supplementing iron improved ADD symptoms to a level comparable to the effects of common ADHD medications like Ritalin. However, it's crucial to understand that more iron isn't always the solution. Balancing body chemistry is the key to making iron bioavailable to those who need it. Vitamins play a crucial role too. Deficiencies in B vitamins, for instance, have been linked to mental confusion, fatigue, and severe mental disorders. The approach of orthomolecular medicine suggests that individualized vitamin supplementation based on a person's unique biochemical makeup can be beneficial. Supplementing with compounds like choline, inositol, and certain amino acids like L-taurine and L-tryptophan have been found to help calm hyperactive behaviors in some children. The toxic metal problem. Toxic metals have long been recognised for their potential adverse effects on behaviour, particularly in children. For instance, a study published in The Lancet in May 1987 showed a correlation between the amount of lead in blood of 800 English schoolchildren and their learning rates. The research suggests that there isn't a safe level of lead, and excess lead has been linked to mental retardation and hyperactivity. Mercury is another metal known to alter personality and behaviour. Mercury is a common toxin today, mainly due to fish consumption. It can also get into the body through certain industrial processes, some skin creams, antiseptics, and other topical products. Despite the known risks, mercury amalgam fillings are still common today in dentistry, though they are treated as toxic waste upon removal, indicating the recognised risks associated with mercury. Cadmium too has also been flagged as a behavioural concern. A study of naval recruits found those with higher cadmium levels exhibited more behavioural problems. Furthermore, analysis of criminals have often revealed elevated levels of cadmium and lead. Common sources of cadmium exposure include tap water, refined foods, and cigarette smoke. Aluminum toxicity, often acquired from aluminum cans, cookware, or additives in tap water and table salt, may impair cognitive abilities in children. Copper imbalance is another common finding in children with ADHD. Copper, which can be passed from mother to child during pregnancy, can interfere with zinc metabolism, affect thyroid activity, and influence neurotransmitter functions, potentially leading to an overstimulation of brain activity. Excess copper has also been associated with a range of behavioural issues including hyperactivity, mood swings, anxiety, and depression. Studies by Dr. Carl Pfeiffer and Dr. Paul Eck have documented the wide-ranging effects of excess copper, emphasising its impact on the brain's primitive responses, which can lead to more animalistic reactions to environmental stimuli. Lastly, a hair tissue mineral analysis has been endorsed by the US EPA as a reliable method to detect toxic metal excess, though it only measures the metals in the hair, not the total body load. Corrective therapy may be required for several months before metals begin to be expelled through the hair, indicating a reduction in body toxicity. Hyperglycemia and its impact on behaviour. Hyperglycemia, or low blood sugar, is a common issue in children. It often arises from diets rich in sugar and carbohydrates, especially when paired with caffeinated drinks, leading to daily fluctuations in blood sugar levels, much like a roller coaster. Although the term hyperglycemia refers to low blood sugar, the symptoms actually stem from a lack of sugar in the cells. This is why standard glucose tolerance tests may not always catch hyperglycemia. It's important to measure insulin levels alongside glucose levels to get a more accurate understanding of a child's blood sugar situation. The yeast connection and how it affects behaviour in children. Chronic overgrowth of yeast can trigger a variety of symptoms in children who are prone to such conditions, including noticeable changes in behaviour. A multitude of factors can contribute to the overgrowth of common yeast, Candida albicans, in many children. Some of these factors include diets rich in sugar and carbohydrates, frequent use of antibiotics which can disrupt the normal gut flora and possibly weaken the immune system, steroid hormone therapy, and copper imbalance. Even if a child hasn't been administered multiple doses of antibiotics directly, they might still be exposed to residues of these drugs present in commercially available meats and dairy products. Similarly, residues of steroid hormones given to farm animals might find their way into food products, potentially exacerbating the yeast problem. So, what can we do about ADHD and ADD? Fast metabolism, a link to ADD. Most young kids with ADHD tend to have a faster metabolism, known as being fast oxidizers. A hair tissue mineral analysis often shows this through lower levels of calcium and magnesium, and higher levels of sodium and potassium. This mineral profile hints at overactive thyroid and adrenal glands. While this is a common trait amongst children, it's particularly noticeable in those with ADHD. A faster metabolic rate can lead to a shorter attention span, increased irritability, and in some cases aggressive or confrontational behaviour. Fast oxidizers are also more likely to have allergies. The lower levels of calcium and magnesium might make their cells more permeable, allowing foreign proteins to enter the blood and trigger allergic reactions. Moreover, they're more prone to hyperglycemia since they burn through their food quicker than usual. Sugar and sweet foods, including fruits and fruit juices, can exacerbate the issue by speeding up their metabolism even more. On the flip side, good quality fats and oils can help by slowing down their metabolic rate. Some parents might hesitate to include fats in their children's diets out of concern for obesity or high cholesterol. However, children actually need good quality fats for their nervous system development. Healthy hormone-free meats, omega-3 fatty acids, Eggs, preferably with runny yolk from free-range chickens, certified raw dairy products, butter, olive oil, nut butters, and a bit of avocado and flaxseed oil can be very beneficial. These high-quality fats and oils, when included in a balanced and healthy diet, usually don't lead to increased cholesterol or obesity in most children. Nurturing a healthy environment for children. Preventative measures are crucial for dealing with the ADHD and ADD problem. If you're a mother or planning to be one, start by adopting a healthy diet, quit smoking, and consider getting your body chemistry in check by starting a mineral balancing program. This process takes time, so it's wise to start early. While the father's role in prevention isn't as straightforward, it's important to remember that genetic issues can be inherited from both parents. If your child is dealing with a learning or behavioural disorder, implementing simple changes can significantly help. Healthy diet. Offer a variety of fresh, organically grown and low processed foods. Establish a routine of regular sit-down meals. Avoid sugars and processed foods. Keep away from sugars, including those in breakfast cereals and snacks. Avoid soda and junk foods, which offer little nutritional value. Mind the carbs. Don't overdo starches, as they could worsen blood sugar imbalances and yeast issues. Include good quality fats and oils in their diet. Eliminate food additives. Remove additives, preservatives, artificial colours and flavours from their diet and observe if behaviour improves. Identify food sensitivities. Some common culprits include wheat, beef and certain dairy products. Keep a food journal to track your child's reactions to different foods. Consider anti-candida measures. An anti-candida medication and diet trial might prove beneficial. Engage the child in a mineral balancing program. Incorporate a comprehensive program to eliminate toxins and replenish essential minerals. Environmental adjustments. Some individuals with ADHD are highly sensitive to their surroundings, including exposure to toxic chemicals, dusts, mould, and even flickering lights. Environmental factors can significantly impact ADHD symptoms. Structured environment. Establish routines and schedules to create a structured yet friendly environment. Opt for schools that encourage structure and provide ample personal attention. Small class sizes. Children with ADHD often thrive in smaller classes where they receive more individualized attention. Ample rest. Ensure your child gets plenty of rest, sleep, and quiet times during the day. Minimize overstimulation. Limit exposure to violent films or intense video games, especially in the evening. Encourage quiet activities and maintain a relaxed home environment. Avoiding pressure. Refrain from pushing your child to perform, which could increase anxiety. By adapting these measures, you're creating a nurturing environment that caters for your child's unique needs, promoting their well-being and alleviating symptoms associated with ADHD or behavioural disorders. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more, visit www.lifelabshma.com/contact. To work with us, or if you have a hair analysis and want to see the ADHD HTMA markers, please generate a report at www.hairanalysis.report.